Hey Cancer, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 hours for January 18th to the 19th of 2022. All right, let's get started with an oracle card message for Cancer. What's going on with Cancer in the next 48 hours? What does Cancer need to know for January 18th to the 19th of 2022? Next 48 hours for Cancer. All right, I'm already seeing fire. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, or something to do with a fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have 43, which is a 7. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. We have 26, which is 8. Feather, think first before you judge. So we have 7, 8, and we have 14, which is a 5. Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. And the overall energy is 30. Castle. It's time for healing, not war. And I was thinking of that movie Horns for some reason. When I saw Thorns, I was thinking of the movie Horns with Daniel Radcliffe. Some of you may have recently watched it, or it's on TV for you right now. But I love it when this card comes up. What is this, a fly? Get out of here. What? Go away. So that may be significant to someone. Someone may not want to leave you alone. Or someone's listening in on you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Page of Pentacles comes out. Page of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if the Page of Swords comes out. The overall energy is Castle. It's time for healing, not war. So usually when I get this card, I get Scorpio with it. But I get, like, if you've been battling or fighting for something, you no longer need to fight. I feel like you should take a peaceful stance or rest, or that's what you've been doing. I feel like you've been treating yourself, it does not matter what your gender is. Maybe you've been getting yourself some chocolates lately, some roses, some wine, whatever it is that you do for self-love. I feel like you've been spoiling yourself a lot lately, or you need to do so. When it says don't be afraid to sing, I literally feel like you should put on music. The music that makes you feel good, the music that you want to sing, or that lifts your spirits, makes you happy. It's also, this card is usually about speaking your mind, but I feel like it's literally you putting on music, you doing like a spa day. I'm getting like, I don't know if you have a humidifier or you're just running a hot bath and you put a towel under the door, you're really like steaming up a room. I just see you literally going to a spa at home though. And you're hanging a lot of flowers. You're like taking care of yourself a lot. In the next 48 hours, that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to spoil yourself. You're meant to be spoiled. All right, so let's get into the tarot and see what this is all about for Cancer. I'm just getting pampering energy. I just keep wanting to say, like, I keep picturing red roses, red wine, and chocolate, like love. Like you're promoting a lot of self-love, or just promoting a lot of love in your home. And I feel like you're at home doing this. You have your own at-home spa, or you're just treating things like that. Cancer, next 48 hours, January 18th to the 19th of 2022 for Cancer. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, we have the Hanged One, Pisces energy. Pisces is a water sign, but I'm getting third eye with that, like air elements. Especially with the don't be afraid to sing. And it's kind of the same colors here too. Like it ranges from magenta to like that dark purple. Like those variations of like, light to dark purple, or like a pinkish purple. Or like princess pink, whatever you want to call it. We have 6 of Pentacles here. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, and I don't feel like this involves anyone else. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Peace of mind is what I'm getting for you. You don't want to be bothered. You're staying at home and you're doing a spa day. Some of you could play The Sims. Because I'm picturing the spa in Sims 4. Or the add-on. We have the Star card, Aquarius. You could be dealing with either of these signs that I'm calling out, okay? So just keep that in mind. Pisces, Aquarius, and Earth, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Overall energy is, again, the Pisces card, the Moon card. This is also your card. Sorry, Cancer. When I first started tarot, I learned this card to be the Pisces card, but I've recently learned it could also be a Cancer. So I feel like you're diving deep. Either you know a Cancer, either you know a Pisces, or you have Pisces highly aspected somewhere. But I just feel like you're taking a deep dive into yourself. You're pausing and reflecting on the other half of yourself, other parts of yourself. With the Moon card, you see these two holding hands with the river going in between them. Again, that could be metaphoric for your other half. But I feel like the reflection of you and the reflection of this person is your relationships are a reflection of yourself and vice versa. Your reflection of yourself is reflected in your relationships. And then how she's hanging upside down here with her head above the water, and she can see her reflection here. So I feel like your relationships are mirroring your relationship with yourself, your connection with yourself. So keep that in account. Don't fight with yourself just like you wouldn't fight with others. This is for people closest to you, you know. And it's like, I feel like you're taking you're just having a hermit day. You're keeping to yourself, reflecting on yourself, and you're realizing that, again, your relationships are a reflection of yourself. If you wouldn't argue with yourself, don't argue with the people closest to you. That's the message I'm getting for you. Like, if you're dating someone, you live with someone, these are people that you live in close quarters with, that you love, that you care for, your children, your spouse, your partner, your family. Do not argue with these people. Do not battle with these people. It's time for healing. Create healing energy within yourself and with yourself so that you can bring it into your home. Yes, this is about peace and healing. And then we have the Star card, healing, and the Four of Swords is also healing and peace. I usually feel as though that the Four of Swords is the minor arcana, or the minor for the major arcana, the Star. And these two came out, the Four of Swords and the Star. Both cards of peace and healing and tranquility. And then the Moon card and the Hanged One, seeing both sides of a situation, gaining enlightenment, and taking a deep dive into yourself, deeply introspective of yourself. You're healing yourself so that you can heal relationships with others. You're realizing, because I feel like you've been going back and forth with someone for a while, or with your family for a while, someone closest to you. It's either a group of people or one person in particular for some of you. And you're like trying to realize, for a while you were fighting for fairness or this or that, and you're realizing that someone has to do it first, and you're putting aside your ego and healing your relationship with yourself so you can heal your relationship with your family and others. This is all about you. Healing yourself, making peace with yourself, putting your pride aside to make a very loving and healing environment for your kids, your family, is what I'm getting for this. So I feel like for a while you've been fighting with people and you're not doing that anymore. You're finding peace. Clarify this for Cancer. You're finding peace within yourself so that you can have peace with your family. Clarify this for Cancer. I don't know why I got F is for family. That show may be significant to someone here. I know I just finished that entire show a few weeks ago. Clarifying the Hanged One is the Five of Pentacles. And the Death card, Scorpio, whenever I get Castle, I always get the Death card. And clarifying the Hanged One is the Death card. Yeah, you're doing it alone. A dark night of the soul. You're doing this, you're going this path all on your own. So I feel like you're going through your own dark night of the soul. You're realizing that your anger or sadness or depression or whatever it is, I feel like it's more so anger and a mixture of depression. You've been taking it out on others, whether you know it or not. And I feel like it's by arguing with them a lot. Because I feel like there's been a lot of this, there's been a lot of arguing in your home with people closer to you. Just have not been getting along with them, or there's been some discomfort, like you just haven't been getting along with them. So you're taking time off on your own to reflect on yourself. You're realizing that you can't control anyone else but yourself. This is definitely a self-reflection reading. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign who's doing the same thing as well, or you feel as though this person works a lot, or you do. I feel like there's an earth sign in your life, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, who's mimicking your energy or mimicking this energy from you. They use work to, for some of you, this person works on a farm, or they just work a lot, and they use work to meditate or heal themselves or to find peace of mind, or that is what you're learning to do. Yeah, eight of wands. Messages come in when you take time to work on your... This has to do with isolation. So you could be at work away from those closest to you. And I feel like it's like you work somewhere isolated, where like on a farm, or where you just work from home, somewhere where you can think to yourself, somewhere where there's no distractions from your own thoughts, where you can ground yourself. Because with the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing, in the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing it as you're working to create balance. Equal give and take. These messages that are coming in, for some of you, it could be from an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but I feel like these messages are basically downloads or epiphanies or things you realize when you isolate yourself and you do the work. And by doing the work, I mean just facing your own thoughts and emotions when you're by yourself. A lot of people use work and things and people and TV and distractions so that they won't face their own thoughts and feelings. But I feel like it's something to do with work. While you're at work, you're able to face your own thoughts. Because maybe it's because you're away from your family. Because I feel like the disruption is coming from you interacting with your family. You may argue or battle with them a lot. From your children to your spouse to your mother, father, whatever, grandparents, whatever. You battle with the people you live with, the people closest to you a lot. Or you have been doing so lately. There's been a disconnect. But I feel like while you're at work, because you're on, you're working hard, you're automated, you have time to actually think when you're away from these people. And I feel like when it comes to you being at work and working, you work so hard, and that's where the downloads come from, when you're at work. And I feel like it's because you're on autopilot. Clarifying the Four of Swords is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're letting go, you're calling. I feel like with the Four of Swords, you're putting down the sword. You're not fighting with these people anymore. That Four of Swords is like the white flag for me in certain readings. It's like the Four of Swords is like the white flag of truce, peace and rest and healing. You're putting your sword down. The worst part is over with the Ten of Swords. We've gone through a lot. Yeah, and then you get the Fool card, which is lovely. Clarifying the Four of Swords. Once you put up the white flag, once you stop fighting, it's time for healing, not war. Once you stop fighting with yourself and your family and trying to force things to be a certain way, and you have peace and you rest and heal and focus. Yes, once you do that, you get the Fool card, Aquarius energy, a new beginning. So again, the worst part is over. You've been through a cycle with the Death card and Ten of Swords. That is a dark night of the soul, a long, painful cycle of backstabbing and betrayal, and you've done it all on your own. With the Five of Pentacles, that's you being like not asking for any favors or any help. You're just doing it on your own, or you and your person doing it on your own together, or maybe both of you gone through the same thing. But I feel like this is something you've done all on your own. Whether you have people around you or not, you've had to carry this burden on your own. Maybe you're the type of person who keeps things to yourself, or you don't place your problems on others. Clarifying the Star card is the Knight of Wands. So you're healing from some type of instability, or it could have been a past relationship where someone either ghosted you or abandoned you, or whether it's a romantic partner or a parent. There was someone in your life, or maybe you had some type of past where you were really, what is that word? What is the word? I can't think of it right now. It's on the... Maybe you had a past where you were just non-committal. Okay? Or you dealt with someone who was like this romantically or platonically or familial. And you're healing from that. Because there was a very unstable energy. Someone here today, gone tomorrow. So maybe you dated someone who was a habitual cheater, and you have trust issues now. Or you had a parent who was like this, and you're healing from that. With the Lovers, Gemini, also a choice, yeah. So you could be healing from a Gemini, Aquarius, or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be any sign. Overall energy is the Ace of Swords, which is the truth. And then we have the Moon card as your other overall energy, which is secrecy and the occult and mysticism. So it's like literally dark and light. So like confusion. And then you have the truth. A clarity and epiphany is what's coming out of this. So you're seeing the truth of a situation or a person, place, or thing. Because I feel like for a while, you faced some traumas in your life, but you never had a chance to really address them. You just the type of person who will just get up and go the next day. You could go through something really traumatic, and then you just get up and go to work. That's the type of person you are. It's like, what you're like, yeah, this hurts a lot, but what does that have to do with me getting up and going to work tomorrow? You know, that's the type of person that you are. And I feel like while you're at work or while you're alone, because it's only the times where you're making money or working, when you're not around anyone that you're close with, not around any family members or any loved ones, when you're working is when your mind is free. When you're around your loved ones, you're bombarded with so much thought and emotion, and it takes so much control over you, where you feel like you're in a war zone mentally and emotionally when you're around your loved ones. But when you're at work, you feel free. And that's when you get your downloads, when you're at work. Someone makes you, when it comes to work, someone makes you some type of offer that's very equal. And it's like the slightest thing, the slightest sign of equality, and all these downloads come in. Because I feel like when you take time, because I feel like you've been trying so hard to fix and force and fight the physical dynamic between you, your loved ones, and your family, that you neglect your own inner relationship with yourself. Because trying to change a person never works. And you can't control other people. The only thing you can control in life is yourself. So trying to force a relationship with the physical other people, it never works. It always backfires. So I feel like you're realizing that. And it's like, there's been so much confusion and pain in this cycle, and you've come to a place of peace and tranquility. And I feel like the main culprit here, I just feel like there's a Knight of Wands. I feel like you had a parent in your life who was really, they weren't there for you, or your other parent. Either you had a mother who wasn't around for your father, or a father who was not around for the mother. You had one parent who was very unstable, a player, a liar, a cheater. They were not dependable. And you've dated people like this because of that person, or you became this person. Your love life mirrored the relationship your parents had. And you're healing from that now. You're realizing that now. With the Lovers and the Knight of Wands clarifying the Star card, yeah, you're healing. Your romantic relationships have been riddled with non-committal energy, whether that's from you or the people you dated. And it's something to do with your parents. You're healing from that. You're realizing the truth. You're taking a really deep introspective dive into yourself. And that's also healing your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, pretty much. I forgot what Kundalini. You're healing that type of energy, because I feel like you've been guarded with that energy, or you've been very superficial with it. Oh wow, this is a deep reading, I'll tell you that much. Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Justice, yeah, Six of Wands, yep. You're taking a deep dive into yourself and how you got here and why it is the way it is. While you're at work is when this happens, that's where it starts it. Because when you're at work, you find peace because you're away from your loved ones. So you can actually think. And you finally decide to stop fighting and put it down and focus on yourself. That's when you get the Fool card. All right. I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, don't forget to give me a like, comment, subscribe, or share. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. If you would like to check out my sister's beautiful crystal jewelry, her Etsy is linked below. I send you peace, blessings, and love. Namaste.